So it finished at Meadow Park, Arsenal 2, Brighton 1. Scary night for Arsenal. They were 1-0 down at half-time, conceding a goal from a set piece. They actually started the game very, very well. They started the game pretty strongly. They were fast out the blocks. Vivianne Miedema had a header cleared off the line. They got some shots in, and then they concede a goal from a free kick around about 17 minutes into the game, and really died down quite a lot for the rest of the first half, and they struggled to break through Brighton. Didn't really have too many runners, and Brighton, had to work hard, but I think dealt with Arsenal quite comfortably after that. Second half, completely different story. One of the things that was notable, that Arsenal got that left-sided overload back. They got Vivianne Miedema, Jordan Nobbs and Tobin Heath nice and close together on that left, and they kept creating that superiority over there, and Brighton found that really difficult to handle. I just asked Jonas Eidevall about that, and he said they didn't necessarily talk about getting that left-sided superiority, but he talked about the pressing getting better, and he said if you watch it back, a lot of what was happening was, particularly Miedema, he said, was pressing so well in that second half, and they were winning the ball back high up, and then they were able to feed the ball out wide into those areas, and Brighton really struggled to deal with that. They really struggled to deal with those three down the left. But really the story of the game, as much as I'm talking about the left-sided overload, is Beth Mead on the right. It was her free kick that Vivianne Miedema converted on the back post to draw the game level about 10 minutes into the second half, and then a couple of minutes later Arsenal get another free kick, this time a bit more central on the edge of the box, which Beth Mead earns with a run in behind the Brighton defence, and she just whacks it into the top corner. Great night for Beth. She's broken the WSL record for assists and scored the winning goal, and Arsenal were pretty impressive in that second half. Prior to tonight, Brighton had won all 5 of the games where they'd taken the lead in the WSL, because once they get a lead, they're very, very difficult to break down, and that's what we saw in the first half. But in the second half, you just saw Arsenal kick things up a gear. I also asked, one of the things Jonas spoke about as well, quite interestingly, he said at half-time, he said to me, it's great to have a character like Tobin Heath in a game like this when you're 1-0 down. And he said that she said to the players at half-time, it's better when it's hard, which is maybe a double entendre, an unintentional one, but obviously, just giving that challenge to her teammates, a world-class player like that, saying, come on, it's good that this game is difficult, let's accept that as a challenge. And there's something Jonas also said in the post-match press conference where he said, you can take pressure either and make you anxious, or you can say it's a privilege because I play for Arsenal and I'm always under pressure, and that's the level I'm at. And I think that's what he was getting at with Tobin Heath there. And obviously I asked him about Beth Mead as well, and he said, he said when she's aggressive, she's world class. And he said that he hadn't quite seen maybe that level of aggression from her in the last couple of games, but she really took the game by the scruff of the neck. Thought Jordan Nobbs was really, really good in the second half as well, just popping up in those spaces, filling those spaces, being a kind of release valve. So as much as there was about half an hour where things were quite concerning for Arsenal between conceding and half-time, the second half was pretty impressive, and you get the impression that Arsenal are maybe back on track, but obviously they got some difficult games coming up in the WSL. Their next 2 league games are at home to Manchester United and away to Chelsea. Now they're currently 4 points clear of Chelsea at the top of the league. Chelsea have a game in hand, so I don't need to tell you how crucial these next 2 games are. But before that, Arsenal will play London City Lionesses at home on Sunday in the FA Cup 4th round.